the seat up a little bit?
Nope.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome in. Thanks for joining us here at Lesbian Earth. We'll be talking about vision boards today. We appreciate you coming to our live stream event. This is episode 1. So my name is Sanora Anaya, and I'm a life coach, and I work with energy healing, and we'll be talking more about vision boards and the law of attraction and how the two work together. I don't know if any of you have ever done a vision board or have seen a vision board or know what a vision board is. There is a stereotype of what a vision board might look like. And those of you that have that or have done it before, we're going to just throw all that out the window. We're going to do something completely brand new. And it's going to be a process, right? So we're not going to start with cutting out pictures and doing boards right away. We're going to learn how we want to prepare for those kind of things, right? So we want to look at what are those things that you want? And a lot of times you don't even know what you want. So part of this class is going to be figuring out how to figure out what you want, because you don't know what you want till you know what you don't want. And that was a lot of wants, but that's okay, because that's what it's all about. It's about getting what we want, manifesting our dreams and our desires, and making sure that we are staying in the mindset and staying in the vibration and staying in the energy of that which we want, because really that's what it's all about. So the vision board is going to help us keep that at the forefront of our mind. Another kind of way that I use vision boards without actually using the board is I'll write on the mirror in my bathroom in lipstick, and I'll write an affirmation or something like that. That's the same kind of idea. It's just something to put in front of your face so that it brings it to the forefront of your mind, and so that you're constantly focusing on it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be meeting here once a week for about, 30 minutes or so, talking about different ways to do that. I know some people are less visual, more auditory, whatnot, and so forth. So there's different ways to accommodate those different types of people. So join us here. Today is just about kind of getting us out there, letting you guys know what we're doing, what we're all about. And so if you guys have any questions, definitely go to the website, lesbianearth.com. And you can find the classes there to sign up online. We will be having an in-person class in January as well, so you'll want to check that out. We have all of the magazines and the papers and the icons and stuff for you guys to clip out and use. And we also have the extended, comprehensive book that we put together available for purchase at the time of the class. So that's our little advertising spiel. And now I just want to chat with you guys. So I just want to see what's everybody wanting to do, right? What is a desire? What is a bucket list item, right? So I have a friend who her bucket list item is to go to Australia, right? So on her vision board, she's got a picture of the country of Australia, or continent, country, whatever it's called, on her vision board, and so we keep the word Australia around, either by picture or whichever. Right. And that is her goal. And the trick of that is, and this is where I have to keep reminding my friend, don't try to figure out how. That's the universe's job. It's your job to want it and to be in the vibration that you already have it. Right. Now, how does that work? Right. Because how can you be grateful for something that you don't quite have yet? And therein lies the trick. That's the issue. It's not necessarily being in the energy of you already having it as much as it is you being grateful for what you have now, because that would be the same energy, right? If you're completely satisfied and 100% happy in your life and you're grateful, and grateful is the key, grateful for that thing and everything in your life, and you're not focusing on what you don't have, then the things that you've thrown out into the universe on your vision board, into your affirmations and so forth, the universe has heard that. It's heard that wish. Think of it like a genie. Genie heard your wish. Now the genie's waiting for you to be ready to receive it. The only way that we can receive our gifts or our wishes or our desires is to be grateful, 100% grateful. And you would be surprised the way that these things come about. I actually manifested, I guess they would call it manifestation. So those of you that don't know what manifestation is, what I just explained is manifestation. You set an intention, make a wish, let it go, let the universe figure it out, and it comes to you. So there's a few tricks to that. It doesn't always come in the box you expect. It seldom comes in the box you expect. So what does that mean? Well, if you go to Google and you put in the search engine movie theater, right? Because you want to go to the movie theater. Well, how many movie theaters do you think are going to come back in the results? Probably about 8 billion, right? But if I go in and I type movie theaters in Albuquerque, New Mexico, closest to Central and Eubank, I'm going to get a much more specific movie theater result, and it's going to be right at the top. So when you're putting your wishes out to the universe, try to be specific. That's why we do vision boards. Make it look exactly like what you want. And then add the words or better, because sometimes the universe can come up with something better than you can. And if it's going to deliver it to you the quickest way possible in the shortest route possible, you'd be surprised the way these things turn out. So this is back in 2009 that I decided, okay, I'm going to put this law of attraction thing to work. I want to manifest a $10,000 check in my mailbox every week. And I said it that way, $10,000 mail check in my mailbox, and not every week, every month. And I was going through divorce and I was upset, and it was a bad time for me, but I kind of threw it out there and I forgot about it. So fast forward about 6 months, and I'm at my job and I'm looking on the job boards and whatnot. And I see a job that is a work at home position in my field. And it didn't list the salary, but it was everything that I was already doing, but it was working at home, which was better for me and my kids. So I applied for it. Well, I got a call within an hour. Now, how many times do you apply on LinkedIn and get a call in an hour? Very few. And I spoke with a beautiful woman by the name of Jen, and who ended up being my boss for 12 years. Obviously, I ended up getting the job. Well, the company was based in Canada. They did not do wire transfers to the United States to pay me. So what do you think I got paid with if it wasn't a check in my mailbox? My very first check was $10,000. I was a contractor, making, $53 an hour, and working mad crazy hours. And obviously, since the check came from Canada, the check did not have taxes deducted. So it was a straight flat check for 10 grand in my mailbox every month for the next 12 years. So yeah, did I expect it to come in the form of a job? No, I expected I want somebody to just put $10,000 in my mailbox. But I was grateful for it, and it lasted 12 years. So the more specific you are, then you can kind of expect it in that way. There's a famous thing that if you ever read The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, her first manifestation technique for you to practice with is a parking spot. They say go to Walmart on Saturday afternoon and manifest yourself the front parking spot. So back in 2009, my kids were teenagers, and of course I had the CDs in the car, and they're making them listen to it and so forth. My son to this day, so let's see, 2009, so we're talking 24 years, give or take, or no, 14 years. For the last 14 years, has manifested the front spot at Walmart, and he gets it every single time without fail. No matter where we go, if my son's in the car, we're getting that front parking spot. And I often tease him. I say, well, damn, you got the parking spot for 14 years. I'm pretty sure you could do something better than a parking spot. Why are you limiting yourself to this parking spot? But I digress. Anyway, there's proof out there, and then there's other things that are even funnier, right? So let me give you an example of a way that the universe gives you something in a box that you don't expect. I had opened a Reiki healing shop, a couple years ago, and I was praying for peace. I said, I just want to manifest peace. I'm not trying to win $1 million anymore. I did the $10,000 thing. It's good. It's great. Whatever. Now I just want peace. Well, think about Google again, right? So I'm sitting in my shop after I get everything put away, and everything's up on the walls and whatnot, and I'm like, oh. But I was antsy, right? There wasn't a level of inner peace that I was feeling yet, and I'm like, man, where's my peace? And I said it out loud, and I looked around the shop, and there was a gift I had gotten, or some token from every member of my family and every friend I've had along the way for the last 10 years. So I had a little picture from my daughter from when she was little. I had a Miami Dolphins mug that my uncle had given me. I had a rock that my cousin painted for me. So I had all these little pieces of my tribe in my shop. And I had to laugh, and I told the universe, I said, I meant PEACE, not PIECE. So yeah, you got to be specific, right? You got to be specific with the universe. And that's why you always say or better, right? Because if you do forget to put some of those details in, you don't want something worse, right? But just remember that the universe does have a sense of humor, which I love. I love that the universe has a sense of humor because there's days you could just use it. I've had a bit of a day today. We had some wild people in the world today, just kind of getting on my last nerve. But what do? You just laugh after a while, right? What else can you do? But so we'll be talking more about that along with the vision board, those kind of energies and techniques, I guess, to bring what you want into your life. Now, this will work for money. It works for career. It works for romantic relationships. I can teach you some serious tricks. In fact, I talked to my friend Troy this was back in 2009 again. He was wanting to get married in the worst way, and he didn't yet have a girlfriend, right? So we were joking one day at lunch, and I said, well, Troy, you kind of got to get the girlfriend first, before you buy the ring. And I'm listening to my law of attraction stuff. And then they said, no, if you want to attract the perfect relationship, what do? You got to make room for it, right? So I went back and I told Troy, I said, all right, so, empty out half your closet, only sleep on one half of your bed, only use one of the double sinks in your house, keep room for this wife to manifest. And then he went one better and he went and bought the ring. And I shit you not, that man was married a year later. Absolutely. And I couldn't tell you how they met because we actually kind of lost track for a little while, but I found out about Facebook again and he had got married within a year. So these things work, guys. I mean, if you believe it's a thing, it's a thing. Think about Murphy's Law. Anything that, now see here, we're going to talk about Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Is not the actual law as written by Murphy. The actual law is anything that can happen will happen. We just only ever notice the negatives. Why is that? Why do we only ever notice the negatives? Because we're wired. Our brain is wired to see negative. And it sees what it sees. And it sees it in whether it's negative or positive a lot of times. I know that kind of sounded sort of contradictory, but stay with me. If I want you to not think of a pink elephant, and I tell you, don't think of a pink elephant, what are you going to do? Think of a pink elephant. If I really, really, really want you not to think of that pink elephant, I'll say, think of a blue cheetah. Why would I even put the idea in your head? Because then it's there. The universe is the same way. So you tell the universe, I don't want to be alone anymore. All the universe hears is, oh, she's alone. Give her more of a loan. Give her more of a loan. If you tell the universe, I never have enough money. Oh, well, the universe will say, well, she's got money, so let's do something. Let's have the car break down so she doesn't have enough money, because that's what you've put out in the universe. So you show gratitude. Thank you. You say thank you when you get your paycheck and you pay your bills. You thank each one of those bills as you're paying them. And the universe gives you more reasons to be thankful when you're writing checks. Why would you be thankful writing a check for a bill? I'd be thankful if I had more money than the bill was, right? So yeah, that's how the universe works. It's pretty simple. And at the same time, it's super complicated. But these are the kind of things that we're going to talk about in this class. And so it's not just going to be, paper, scissors, and pictures and putting together a little collage. That's all well and good, but there's more to it than that. And I suspect that people who have had an adverse experience, maybe with vision boards, didn't do it all the way, right? So you set the intention, you make the wish, but then you have to be able to receive it. And you have to be in the vibration to receive it. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, right? Because they don't know how to receive it. They would not have noticed in my shop that I got what I manifested, peace. Now I got it in a different box, definitely not the way I expected it, but I got it. And then I laugh and I just modify my request. And then my new request was, okay, I want a peaceful home environment that is safe. What did I end up with? It was, let's see, that was about 7 months later. I ended up renting a room from a man who has the biggest heart and completely renovated his house for the most part for my 3 dogs to live there. So, I mean, can it get more peaceful and safe than that? Did I expect it was coming in the way of renting a room? No, I expected it would be my own home, but I also wanted community. So what was the best way for the universe to deliver both of those to me? I didn't want to be alone. I wanted to be part of a community, and I needed a safe place to call home, and I wanted a peaceful environment. Well, it gave it to me all in one fell swoop. I just, you got to be careful with how your dreams, how your visions may contradict each other, or how are they going to blend? And because I would have said, that's not what I asked for. Well, it's exactly what I asked for. I didn't specify in my own home. So the universe found the quickest, shortest path to getting me everything I want, because the universe is always conspiring in our favor. If you've ever read The Alchemist from Paulo Coelho. So yeah, I mean, that's what the channel is going to be about. And I hope you guys are ready for the class. I'm excited about it, and hope you come back and join us again next week. We'll talk soon, guys. Bye for now.
Perfect.
I could not.